Is it legal to stop civilian ships on their way to Gaza? Does it depend on the circumstances? Let's take a look. Firstly, there is not a war in Gaza. It's not a war. Hamas is a non-state group, so this is not a war under international law. The United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea, also known as UNCLOS or UNCLOS, guarantees ships freedom to sail the high seas, and that's in Article 87. Israel does not have any evidence of any crimes, so they're not allowed to board it. But for argument's sake, what if we did consider it a war? International humanitarian law still requires letting humanitarian aid reach civilians. That's in the 4th Geneva Convention, Article 59. Also, Israel's blockade is collective punishment, and that is also illegal according to Article 33 of the Geneva Convention. But what if they were in international waters when they were stopped? Well, unless Israel has evidence of a crime, Article 87 applies again. But they were heading for Gaza, and Israel has occupied Gaza's territorial waters. Does that change anything? No. Firstly, Israel is not even allowed to be there. According to the ruling on 19 July 2024 by ICJ, Israel has to stop the occupation as quickly as possible, and their blockade of Gaza's territorial waters is part of that occupation. So Israel's presence there is in itself illegal. And even under occupation, whether it's legal or not, which it isn't, then Article 55 of the Geneva Convention requires Israel to make sure that aid reaches civilians. Stopping aid is illegal. Israel could actually have asked to inspect the cargo in a neutral port according to the San Remo manual, but they didn't. It simply isn't relevant for them. No one thinks that the aid ships were transporting weapons. And if there's aid on board, it is protected under Article 23 in the 4th Geneva Convention. If it's blocked, that's a war crime under the Rome Statute, Article 8. But what if there was not aid on board? Well, it's still very simple. Civilian ships have a right to sail freely unless they are suspected of a crime. So even if we pretend that there is a war going on, which there isn't, and if there's no aid on the ships, Israel is still not allowed to board them. As mentioned, Israel could board them according to paragraph 118 of the San Remo manual, and if they do not find any weapons, they have only one right, and that's the right to